trying to explain to her young daughters about the importance of social distancing. One Florida mom decided to use a creative idea where she compares social distancing to bubbles. Well, now she has published a book to help other parents help explain today's difficult times to their children in a way that they can understand. So joining me right now is the author of Billie and the Brilliant Bubbles Social Distancing for Children, Travieso, to talk about it. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
I love this idea of bubbles because I am a mom of two young boys, and my 4-year-old, I'm always trying to explain the virus and why you can't do this and can't do that. And the idea of a bubble really sinks in with him.
That's right. And kids love bubbles. Bubbles are fun. So, when I use the analogy of being in a bubble that would keep us safe, my two daughters, particularly my older daughter who's 3, totally understood it right away. And it's our happy way of talking about why we need to stay a little bit further away from people and why lives changed a lot. So I wanted to share the idea because I know a lot of people are struggling with how they're talking to their kids about this new way of life.
And then you wrote this book. So how the idea from just talking about it come to fruition with a book?
Well, it actually, a few weeks went by, and the more people, friends and family that I was talking to and explaining to them how I was talking about social distancing and my bubble idea, the more feedback that I heard from other people. I'm having a hard time. My grandchild doesn't get it. I don't know how to explain to them why they can't go play with their friends anymore. So I said, I have an idea that I can share with the world that I really think will help people. And it is the most rewarding feeling to know and to receive feedback from people, which I'm receiving on a daily basis now, that this book is helping people. Billie and the Brilliant Bubble is helping families and children understand safe space. So I had the idea, and I knew if I could just tell it in a light-hearted sort of fun way to kids,
right,
they would grasp it. And so I just wrote a book.
Well, good for you. And for those who haven't seen the book just yet, give us just a quick synopsis of what it's about.
Sure. It's about a little girl named Billie. She is at the park in her imaginary bubble. She meets a couple new friends. She explains to them how it keeps her safe. And of course, then they want their own bubble. So they end up getting their own bubble, and now everybody is walking around a little bit further away, and they're safe and healthy and kept from germs.
So does this mean you're going to be creating bubbles for us to go along with that book? Is that the next thing you're going to be selling?
Well, that's a great idea. I haven't gotten there yet. I am.
Hey, well, you heard it here first, okay? So I want a percentage of it if we go the bubble route. Have you ever written anything before?
No. In my normal life, I'm an employee benefits consultant, so this is a total departure from what I do. And I never thought I would be a children's author. So, I saw an opportunity. I saw a way that I could help people, and it didn't really matter what experience I had. I knew I needed to act and act quickly.
An employee benefits coordinator. Well, now you're a family benefits expert with this book. So thank you for your time. Thank you for what you're doing for families. It's just another example of how an idea can turn into something really great. So we appreciate you sharing it with us.
Thank you so much for letting me share my story.